Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I would like to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahash. Hey, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful elect, to the men out here pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth, in truth and sincerity. Peace and love and salutation to the one-third remnant, which goes back to you men, women, and children. All right, which goes back to who? Jacob. We go back to who? You 12 tribes, which you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and so forth. I'm the Akia Matazah. Hey, flowing in the spirit. Hey, grateful to be up another day to prophesy against what? Babylon the Great, aka confusion. Okay, aka uh spiritual Egypt. Okay, it's the same cycle, you know, nothing new up under the sun. Okay, and we in the times right now to where the prophets the prophets always trusted in the Lord word, you know, and guess what? We in the same time now to where we have to trust in the Lord word because there's a great deliverance coming, and that great deliverance is going to start with who? The hopeful elect. Let's go back to the governing body, okay, to the men out there pushing their truth. All right. And I ain't gonna talk too much. I'm gonna open it up with this. I was driving yesterday and I seen up on the truck, it said Isaiah 40 and 31, and it said trust. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold that to my noggin, you know, and I'm gonna see what it looked like. And boom, this is what it is. So like this is Isaiah 40 and 31. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. What is this going into right there, Israel? Okay? What is this going into? That's going into superpowers. Okay? You see, it says, they wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Okay? They shall mount up. Okay, let's go to the word mount for edification's sake. Hold on. Mount. They shall mount. Look at that. The Strongs.
Strong's H 5927. Allah. Allah.
Allah. Look. Outline of biblical usage to go up, ascend, climb, to meet. What we going in the earth to meet? What we about to meet? We finna meet our Lord. Okay? Because these missiles gonna come down, but we gotta go up. Okay? So it said to go up, ascend, climb, to go up, ascend, to meet, to visit. We finna visit our power. Those the ones that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up. What it say? They shall mount up. It said, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. And don't the eagle be up in the sky? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we looking for. I hope y'all looking forward to your superpower because you're not damn and you don't trust the Lord. Cause it just said those that, but they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. Like you gonna be running the whole time and be like, damn, like you just drunk a sip of water or something. That's how like, man, you ain't gonna be tired. You know? Man, it's beautiful right there. Okay? But you can see that the word mount means to ascend, to go up, to meet. Finna meet our maker. Finna meet our big brother Yahweh Shai. Okay? And that's what we hoping for, you know, because this devil, he's coming down with great wrath. Okay, let me get that. He got a short time. I think that's in Revelation. Yep. Revelation 12 and 12, 144. Look at that. It says, I'm gonna start at let me start at I'm just get to the point. It says, Revelation 12 and 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay? But see, when our people, they think devil, they think a red suit and horns. No. The scriptures goes into who has the spirit of the devil, or the spirit of Satan. Okay? And it goes back to who? Esau. You know what I'm saying? Which goes back to who? Cain. Okay? Which goes back that same spirit that was inside of Cain. It was the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Okay? So they're just showing you that the reincarnation part is true. I know a lot of unwoke jakes, they don't understand and have the scriptures, but hey, you can see it's plain Jane right here. It said the devil he know if he had but a short time, and he put everything in on TV, on the radio, and everything is in plain Jane in front of you. But look, long as you don't know, hey, he got you. Okay, because what it say? Revelation 13, what? Let's go get it. Revelation 13 and what it say? Revelation 13 and 9. It said, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Okay, NLT, anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. The Lord gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so they just show you how we're supposed to listen, and understand. And we got 1 mouth, so we don't supposed to be talking as much. Okay? So, supposed to listen more than we speak. Okay, it said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, look, NLT, it's chopping the head off. Anyone who is destined for prison will be taken to prison. Anyone destined to die by the sword will die by the sword. This means that God's holy people separate. Holy goes into separate, okay? In Hebrew, this means that God's holy people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful, okay? Because it's coming. All the prophets of the Lord, hey, some of them didn't taste death, but hey, they had to endure the trials and tribulations that they had to go through, okay? And that's the same thing right here, okay? We don't know who we are. Lord, wouldn't we be these some of these great men that that's in this book? I pray and hope that that I'm one of the chosens, out of the vineyard, one of the first fruits, that were predestined. Okay, but as you can see, it's telling you like we're gonna have to endure. And a lot of people don't want to endure because what they think that this is the kingdom right now, just because you got a Corvette and a 5-bedroom house and you got a bank account with about like 100, 200,000 up in there. No, this ain't the kingdom. Cause them motherfuckers can still close your account. They can do this, they can do that. That's not true living. True living is his word. Okay? Cause that's what it say. But this is the point, going back to the devil though. Hold on. Revelation 13 and 14. It says, it says, and he doeth, I'm going to do start 13. Revelation 13 and 13. Going back into Esau. Okay? Going in why we got to trust in the Lord so we can mount up with them wings, like an eagle. It says, and it's talking about Satan, Satan, okay? Esau. It said, and he do a great wonder so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Okay? And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. See, John seen that a lot of Israelites, like, nah, because they understand the testimony of our Lord. They understand that the Lord, hey, no, I can't bow down to that. You know, my power don't accept what y'all doing. Okay? So, hey, it said, hey, cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. That's this system. Okay? That's going to this the ways of this system. Okay? How they want you to be, what they want you to do, you know, calling up on these false gods, all of that. Like, that's why I say, like, Esau already know who who uh who with the Lord and who not, you know, because hey, long as you calling on false gods, long as you working for the system, you for the system, long as you uh don't know who you truly are and don't know who your power is, hey, he got you, you know. You all up into the bread and circus. Oh, he got you. You know, that's why we gotta come out of this stuff. That's why I say in Revelation 18:4, come up out of her, my people. Be not partakers of her of her sins. You know, who sins? Babylon. Okay? And this is the main point. It says, and he calls it, verse 16, and he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name or the beast or the number of his name. Okay? So look, it's telling you right there. Okay, it's plain Jane. Okay? Because look, Yahweh Shah just said, what? Go back. Slide back to Isaiah 40 and what? 31. But they wait upon the Lord, Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Go get this precept. Let's go see what Yahweh Shah said. John 14 and 12. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth upon me, the works that I do, shall he do also. Also greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father Yahweh. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. You know, so hey, our people don't understand that power right there. They don't even believe on Yahweh Shai, so they ain't gonna understand these words that he coming with, you know. But they just telling you right there what I just read in Isaiah 40 and 31. Those that wait up on the Lord shall renew their strength. The Lord see if you down here 10 toes and you about him and you constantly throwing out these words of life to these dry bones. Because hey, we looking for the we only out there for us when we go out there to the highways and byways. We only out there, us men, you know, we only out there for the elect's sake. You know, that's all the Lord looking at. You know, the scriptures say, hey, tell them what they want to hear it, what they don't hear it. You know, you still go out there and do the work. Okay, long as we, hey, bringing them those lively stones in the Lord, because we don't know who we are. A lot of us are predestined. A lot of us gonna grab this knowledge with and understanding. Okay, but just going back to right here where it say, verily, verily, I say unto you. Let me go in NLT. It says, verse 12. It said, I tell you the truth, Yahweh Shah speaking. Anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done, and even greater works, because I am going to be with the Father. That's why it say in Revelation 1 and 3, he that readeth is blessed. Okay? Because when we read up on these things, you know, hey, it gives you a sense of purpose. Okay? It gives you, like I just said, you should renew your strength. So like, it's great. But, you know, that's why, hey, it's beautiful, Akim and Aqua. Okay? Because we don't control nothing. Man's going is of the Lord. How can then man even understand his own way? It's Proverbs 20 and 24. Here go Proverbs 30 and 5. Okay? It says, okay, I'm gonna get it again. It says, Proverbs 30 and 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? You know, it's showing you that it's a connection with the name of the Heavenly Father and the name of the only begotten Son. It's a connection. It's showing you that it can't be God and Jesus, because everybody know God and Jesus, and everybody know God and Jesus is wicked as fuck. You know, because hey, like it says right here. Let me go and get it. See, I learned this from my brothers, man. That's how I know that these brothers are the true men. I ain't learned this from nobody else. That's why we say double honor to the apostles and the elders. Okay? A great millstone. This is Ecclesiasticus, the prologue, chapter 1, verse 1. It says the prologue of the wisdom of Yahushua, the son of Sarek. But we're going to slide down to the middle, you know, right here. Right here where it say wherefore, right here in the middle. It says, wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered spoken in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. So one would say, oh, you know, like that's how I was like, whoa, you know, okay, because it's just plain Jane right there. What I just read, it said, what? For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue had not the same force in them. All right. What it say in Proverbs 30 and 4? Check it out. What it say? Proverbs 30 and 4. It says, what at the end? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou can tell? According to Great Millstone, his name is, who they call God is Jehovah. And according to Great Millstone, his name is Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly say Jesus. Okay? Those the Hebrew tongues, and they are truly powerful, and they are here. And they understand. In order for, like I tell people, in order for prophecy to be going on how it is right now, how it's jumping on right now, and everything you see on TV, man, the true names up in the earth, and the true men up in the earth. Okay? So, hey, and I'm going to end it off with this right here, because this is point blank period. Proverbs 30 and 5. Every word of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. And that sums up Isaiah 40 and 31. Okay? He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Those that wait upon the Lord shall mount up as eagles. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. So hey, we got the cheat codes. Okay? We got the ingredients. Okay? And we just gotta remain faithful and true through whatever. Endure. Okay? So that was the point right there, Israel. You know, a little quick little snippet. Finna do a little, you know, meditation before I get out and about. And this was just beautiful, you know. This is how you get your day started when you wake up in the rising. Man, you go knock out a video. or you go read, or you go study some notes, or whatever. You can do inner work with yourself, you know. But as long as you giving all praises and saying the water Yahweh Shema Shai for waking me up, oh, it's go time now. You know, it's time to do work. Hey, so Lord will, you sincere ones, was edified through the Spirit. So with that, I would like to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace and love to the hopeful elect. Peace and love and salutations to the 1/3 remnant. To the next time, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazar, hey, Shalom.